Hey there, it is Meg with Padmes, and I am doing your mid-month reading for June 2021. I'm going to do it a little bit differently today. These are all of the zodiac signs. I do not know who I am reading for just yet, and we will find out at the end. But I'm putting all of my energy, or I'm tuning into all of the energy of this sign right here. We'll find out about that. We're calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. Calling in all of our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Samuel, Archangel Gabriel. I'm tuning in to your energy to get messages for your highest and greatest good, your most benevolent outcomes. So when we ask for messages, this is all about messages. That's interesting. We'll just put that right there. Here we go. Okay. So we're doing the tree of the old wise tree spread. And what is going on with you for mid-month? All right, here we go. I love to see this. You've got the Ace of Pentacles in your trajectory. So this is about finances, career, money, I'm hearing seeking evidence, seeking advice, but getting good evidence or getting good advice, getting information. So the Ace of Pentacles is all about resources, time, energy, effort, love, information, education, anything that keeps you going and is fuel somehow. And this is in your trajectory. This is also a new beginning in something that you receive all of this information or financing for, or it creates a new beginning for you. So I absolutely love that trajectory. Let's take a look at the rest here. The big picture is the next card that I'm seeing. We're going to do some clarification of all of this also. And we'll also do a yes or no at the end. But we've got the Nine of Swords reversed here at your big picture. And the Nine of Swords reversed is really a lot about overcoming fear. It's overcoming anxiety, and it's kind of getting out of your head. If you've been in your head and you've had a lot of anxiety and you've been thinking about something, this is even like regretful about something. Like, why did I do that? What was I thinking? Why did I say that? It's like that type of energy. When it's reversed, it's like moving through that phase, like becoming more self-forgiving. So I like that too. This could be becoming more self-forgiving, forgiving of yourself, or possibly forgiving of someone else. But let's take a look here. The heart of the situation, yeah, I do think that it does have to do with being more self-forgiving, because the heart of the situation is all about you. Here you are coming up as the Queen of Wands, and it's not gender specific. This is about internal energy. So the Queen of Wands reversed is, talk about being hard on yourself, but it's also being kind of maybe resentful or upset, holding on to grudges. And then it's crossed with the Hermit, which is the Hermit is seeking self-awareness, seeking self-guidance, seeking that light from within, that understanding and that connection with the universe from within. And so this Queen of Wands reversed is like, I'm coming from a place where I don't trust myself. I don't believe in myself. I'm upset. I'm angry. I am holding grudges, and I'm seeking to change that frequency because it's affecting my manifesting. And the Queen of Wands is a manifester. So the big picture is talking about that self-forgiveness, and the heart of the situation is talking about that seeking a higher self from within. I love that. Okay, so then happening now and into the near future, we've got the Four of Swords. This is definitely a recuperation period that's coming for you, or that you are coming for it. Like, you are going on some kind of vacation, you are getting into nest mode, taking a breather, going into some deep meditation around self-worth, self-clarity, self-focus. Those are all the things that I'm hearing. And I'm looking at this, your release. There's something about, this is the situation or the position where you are releasing And this Temperance card is about balance. So it's very possible that you have to put yourself first at this time. You know, that it can't be balanced. It can't be 50-50. It can't be even Steven. Something has got to be imbalanced. You have to take some time for yourself, and you have to do it whether or not other people are going to be affected adversely. It's just something that you have to do for yourself. And here in your resistance, it's like, I have a resistance to spilling my beans. I have a resistance to telling everybody what's going on with me. I have a resistance to letting secrets out. So your momentum then is to hold it within you for a time. And this is all about that hermit. This is all about hermiting right now and recuperating and getting back to your alignment. Wow. Okay. So the next couple of weeks for you at the end of June here seem like really important, and I want to say self-significant. Lots of messages. So this is even coming from the place of lots of fast talk, lots of fast messages, lots of information coming to you when you do this. So your guides are with you, and they're wanting to communicate. We'll get more information about that. Here, your advice. Wow, your advice is even the moon card reversed. So this is all these hidden things in your subconscious. When it's reversed, they're coming out. They're coming up and out. And in your advice, this is about paying attention to those old programs and themes and triggers that are on the surface for you to look at. Whew. It could have even been some kind of communication or conversation that happened that brought you to this place where you're like, wow, I just need to take some time. I need to take a beat for me. Let's take a look at your higher self. Your higher self is talking about this King of Cups reversed. This can be a person, or this can be your action oriented layer of you. So, this King of Cups reversed is talking about not being able to hide their emotions, not being able, it's almost like somebody's having an emotional tantrum, or their emotions are coming out, maybe not in the most wonderful way that we would like to express our emotions, but there's a reason why they're coming out in this way. So your higher self is talking about whether it's this person or yourself, but somebody who doesn't have complete control over their emotions. They're upset, they're sad, they're depressed, they're disappointed, and they also can be emotionally manipulative. And here, your angels and guides are talking about some inner conflict. This also can be an argument, an outside argument. So it's talking about, though, conflict. This sometimes can be having to come together creatively and respect other people's creative opinions and understandings and the way they see life. And that might be what's bringing up all this stuff to the surface. I even feel like there are character issues. I also feel like there are respect and boundary issues. Okay. So let's take a look. We're going to clarify all this in just a moment. The past, present, and the future. So in the past, it's like after some time of contemplation and not, like really kind of maybe making somebody wait around, maybe you were waiting around, there was a decision that was made. And then here we are, present time, seven of wands reversed, and the Two of Pentacles. So there's a decision that was made. There was some kind of offer that was accepted. And now it's like I'm kind of going back and forth, and I'm in two worlds at the same time. I'm halfway in one world, I'm halfway in another world, and I don't have conviction about either one of them. And then, of course, here we have this future, which is all sorts of wonderful coming to you. So let's clarify this. And I'm going to clarify what's lighting up. This is lighting up. All right, let's clarify these cards for you. Let's see what's going on here. I want to clarify first this King of Cups reversed. What's going on with this king who is having a hard time speaking his truth, having a hard time identifying emotions? Yeah, it is interesting though. Okay, so whether this is you or somebody else, here is the Devil card, but it's reversed. So this is releasing patterns and themes that no longer serve you. So this is an attempt to come correct here in how you communicate, these past traumas. And let's look at this Five of Wands. And this Five of Wands is being clarified with the Page of Wands reversed. And this is literally like a closed door. It's almost like there was an argument and there was just no connection in this moment. And it seems like it closed a door. This doesn't necessarily mean that there was a bridge burned here. It just means the door is closed temporarily because of this connection or non-connection, because of this communication. Okay. I say there's not a bridge that's burned, but then the World card literally flips out. Okay. This could be someone feeling like this is a bridge burned. I still don't feel like that it is. I just feel like it was intense. And I feel like somebody feels like, or maybe even has fear that it's the end, but I don't believe that it is. There can be some acknowledgement here still, if that's what you want. Let's look at this Knight of Swords reversed in the big picture. This is you caring for yourself. Yeah, this is opening your heart. This is about opening your heart space and becoming more aligned with your own center. This is opening your havingness space. This is all about what's affecting your manifesting, what you're bringing into your life, and opening your heart to match the things that you want, so you magnetize those things to you. And let's look at this Four of Swords, right? Here's some recuperation. And here's the Fool card. This is like trusting the universe to heal you the way that you need to be healed. On one hand, you know what you need to feel good, to feel better, to feel safe. There's certain things that work for you and you know what they are. But then also talking to your angels and guides of the highest vibrations and calling in the universe to heal, calling in the universe to give you the light downloads that you need in this moment so that you can move into your most benevolent outcomes. Do that. Let's take a look at this heart of the situation. This Queen of Wands reverse, this fiery mama energy that perhaps set this King of Cups into another dimension with her fiery words. That is a possibility. But now this this Queen of Wands reversed is coming into that hermit mode. So let's first look at this Queen of Wands. Oh, two things came up. Wow. Okay. So two cards came up to clarify this Queen of Wands. And the first one is the Ten of Swords reversed. She is acknowledging an ending because of this argument, because of this internal conflict or literally argument. So she's acknowledging that she's having so much conflict that something has ended and she's trying to heal from it. Okay. Let's look at this Hermit. And this Hermit is like, not only am I going within to retreat and to find myself, to figure myself out, to look for my higher self within my sacred heart space, I'm also moving on. I'm leaving something. I am taking a sabbatical. Something has come to a close. I'm in a healing mode and I'm leaving. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at this Temperance. This imbalance, but it's like release balance. Release that balance has to happen right now. Perhaps this is all about you. And it needs to be. Right? This is like needing to get really clear with what it is that you are wanting to manifest. Some of the things that came in were not entirely, some of the things that came in, I feel like you had other people's energy in your space, but part of it was that you were manifesting for other people. When we have other people's energy in our space, we end up pulling and manifesting things that the other people want, not necessarily what we want. But what I also feel like is that you were manifesting for other people. You were pulling things in for them with your energy rather than them doing that for themselves. And so this is saying, this even Steven thing, your manifesting space is for you. So what you're pulling in is really important. That also has to do with your personal power. If you're pulling in things for other people, it messes with your own personal power. And I think that's what you're getting very clear about. Let's take a look at the High Priestess reversed here in this resistance. I don't want to give it all away. So I feel like that's what there's some incongruence here. I don't want to give all my energy away and do all of this work for other people when I don't get it back in return. That's also what this imbalance is about. It's not being reciprocated. Being reciprocated, that's kind of a different story, huh? Yeah. Wow. Right. This was just clarified with the Hermit again. It's just take some time for yourself. That's what your momentum is telling you. Just do what your energy flow is doing, and it is going within, seeking knowledge, seeking your own truth, getting back into your own energy. Let's look at this Four of Cups reverse. There's some kind of decision made or offer taken in the past, and it seemed like it was kind of effortless. It seemed like it was a no-brainer almost. It's like, yeah, this is a good idea. This is what people do. This is, when you're aligned together, when you're with someone or whatever it was, this is what makes sense. This is normal. But then it was like you were in two different worlds. So here's the Seven of Wands reverse, not having this connection, and then also other people's energy was more important, put before you. And even saying that, here's the Empress reversed with the Seven of Wands, not having conviction and not speaking your truth about what it is that worked for you, put you into a non-alignment with your truth self, with your Empress infinite. So this already jumped out. And here we have the Moon clarifying this being in two worlds at the same time. It's keeping you oppressed. It's keeping you oppressing some things in your subconscious that want to come out. I will say this is also the Mother card, mother wounds, but really I feel like this is, I'm hearing hidden soul life. So there's something in here that somehow needs to be expressed, maybe not even in words, but being in these two worlds is keeping you from expressing that part of your soul. Your intrinsic dimension is what I'm hearing. Since we're on this moon, let's look at this Moon card in your advice that's reversed. It's like, let it out. This needs to be expressed. Wow, there is some heartache that has happened here. I also feel like you expressing this heartache, whether this is through art, whether this is through, some kind of other endeavor. I just keep wanting to say it's not necessarily through conversations. It could be for some of you, but for others, it's expressing something. This could be going through old quilts and figuring out what to do with them. This could be going through someone's home who passed. This could be, or going through special things that you have from someone, a loved one or something. I mean, this expression needs to happen somehow, not holding it in anymore. Wow. Okay. And let's take a look at this Eight of Wands coming from this place of tons of messages coming at you, something happening really fast. Oh my gosh. And you get the Eight of Wands again, clarifying the Eight of Wands. It's like something really threw you off guard, something that happened so quickly, whether that was just now or whether that was just, a couple of months ago, something that happened so fast, kind of just threw you into a different state of confusion. Not confusion so much as there's some, I just feel some frustration, and it just kind of blew up. There was frustration. And, I want to clarify that frustration. What was the frustration? What was this about? I have a feeling that this frustration was about change, just change in general. Unsafe to be me. Okay, so there was some frustration around, I'm hearing identity. It's like identity. Somebody didn't know what to do. Somebody didn't know how to act or how to respond or how to work. Somebody didn't know what was expected of them. They didn't know what their role was. And just things happened so fast, so quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify this Ace of Pentacles. in your trajectory. And this comes with, here we have the Four of Swords down here in your happening now, and it's the near future. And then this Four of Swords is again clarifying this Ace of Pentacles. So when you're ready to take action, you're absolutely going to know when you're ready to take action. You're absolutely going to know there's an offer here with this Ace of Pentacles. And it's an offer that you feel very, I want to say kindly toward, which is kind of funny, but you feel very action oriented towards this offer. And let's do a little more clarifying with that. I want to know, what does this offer have to do with all these resources? But it's definitely something new. This could very possibly be a new love offer that is very solid and grounded and stable. We have the Queen of Cups up here, but we also have the Stork, which is talking about shaking things up. This could be an unexpected offer. And this is the In Love Queen. So this could be an unexpected love offer that's very solid. I love that. I love that. Okay. I want to do some more clarifying on your advice here. I mean, this is really pulling things, I even want to say pulling things out of the past to grieve. To grieve. Wow. Yeah. And here's the deal. So you're grieving something that somebody, this situation that you're grieving has to do with, it's like one-sided. Someone was getting what they needed, but they weren't giving you what you needed. And that might have been okay with you for a time, or it might have been something that you agreed to for a time. But then it pulled you out of your Empress Infinite. It pulled you out of your worthiness. And it wasn't balanced. And it's not what you wanted to continue doing and pulling that into the future. This also feels like the two of you are not communicating. You got fast communication here coming from this place. It's like you got a lot of information all at once. I feel like this was more like a situation that was like blow you out of the water situation that happened so fast. It does look like there were two people involved and both of you changed quickly. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I want to look at these messages of love oracle cards. And I feel like that's falling a little bit. There we go. Let's look at this message of love oracle cards and see, what do your guides want to tell you about this whole situation? Interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. So there was someone else involved that changed things. Wow. And balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. Yeah. It seems like it was you that was giving too much in the relationship, because now this imbalance that's coming in is like you have to take time for yourself and just think about you. All of the energy has to go to you. Wow. Okay. It has to be imbalanced right now because you have to replenish your resources. And yeah, this whole spread is about you going through an awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. This is a huge shift for you. Okay. And so I want to know more about this opportunity. Excuse me. I want to know more about this offer in the future that's kind of going to shake things up. Wow. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. I want to say that I feel like somebody is possibly coming back to offer you something from this situation. And you are going through your own spiritual awakening. You are rebalancing, and you very well may decide not to accept this offer. I love this offer, I love how it sounds. I love how it looks. But you very well may create your own opportunity. And if someone else is offering you this, you're either going to not accept the offer because you've already learned the spiritual lesson you needed to learn with this person, or you are creating something because you have learned this spiritual lesson. You are manifesting this for yourself. Let me know more about that offer, please. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. You might very well have somebody coming back in to offer you something more solid and more stable, and you very well might not be expecting this because you thought you burned a bridge here. It wasn't an equal reciprocation in the past. They might very well be offering something equal now, and all of this is talking about grieving this. But part of the grieving process of this is moving into a space where it can be different. This is about you opening your heart space and receiving differently. All right, I want to ask the Romance Oracle about this offer, about this twin flame. They're coming in. Wow. There very possibly could have been, this can be another person, another romantic partner, but it could also be work. It could also be family or friends or something. The balance wasn't there, but you've gone through an awakening, literally to the point of mastery, and you learning your spiritual lessons. So this twin flame comes back in, and I want to know what your angels and guides want to say. And they're talking about deception, and they're talking about somebody wearing a mask. You know, on one hand, I think that's what happened before. And all of the stuff that happened so freaking fast. The mask came off. Some key to some disillusionment was found, and it was pretty intense. The mask came off, and so I think the conversation here is about that. Okay, now we know. So what are we going to do about it now? Here's the truth. Here's what it is like when the mask is off. What happens now? Right? Codependency, addictions affecting your romantic life. I feel like this is also talking about what happened in the past that was not balanced. I feel like this is part of the deception, part of the mask coming off, a talk about codependency. I'm feeling like this could even be the third party. And yeah, this is keep an open mind. This really feels like this is an offer, perhaps to clear up a situation, to have a conversation that you're not really expecting. Keep an open mind in this conversation. That doesn't mean you have to make a decision. Okay. You know, I want to go ahead and ask this person who's making this offer, wanting to have this conversation with you, what is it that they're wanting to say to you? What is it that they're wanting to say? I can fix my own crown. I feel like this person initially might be coming in, maybe even a little defensive. They're feeling really hurt, and they're feeling like they have to like lick their wounds and maybe even stand up for themselves. I feel like though, if they come at you like that, it's not going to be good, because what you're needing to hear about is all of this stuff, this mask coming off. You're, you know, open to listening to what's going on with an open heart. But if they come at you like this, your decision's already made. Okay, obsession. Unhealthy obsessive thoughts are taking up space in this connection, but it's reversed. So I feel like that's actually you, or you might be expressing that somehow, maybe even with your attitude, or it's like, I've kind of moved on. I've, had a spiritual lesson here. I've had an awakening about what's been happening, and you very well might have moved on. Like a bad star, I'm falling faster down to her. She's the only one who knows what it is to burn. That's such a twin flame, same star card, and it's reversed. I really feel like you're thinking, if this isn't a good offer, if this offer is not substantial or not true or from the heart or defensive, you're not, you're totally feeling over it. Okay. Let's go ahead and ask a yes or no question from the Angel Oracle. And, just like earlier, just as you go through this time, ask your angels. I would be very, I'm hearing confident in asking your angels, but I would be very confident. I would also be um, very conscious of asking your guides for information to light your path. Ask for help from others. This is a time when you don't have to just be strong for you and do this alone, even though you've got two hermits in there. You really can ask. You're really never alone. You really can ask. And this is about taking action. Taking action to ask for help. The situation will improve. I do get a no. Yes, the situation will improve, but whatever the question was, I got a no. All right, and let's see. Pisces. This reading was for Pisces. So I hope this has brought some light to the situation, some enlightenment, some understanding. Please let me know how this worked for you. Thank you for being here for our energy experiment, and like and subscribe. And I will be back before the end of the month with more messages from your guides. Bye, Pisces.